and welcome to our Lake Como vlog. We are heading out of the door from our Airbnb. It's about a 25-30 minute drive to Lake Como. We're gonna get on the ferries, we're gonna do all of the fun stuff. Our dog is coming with us. If this is your first time clicking on one of my vlogs, hello, my name is Hazel. I'm a Scottish fantasy romance author who lives in the Netherlands with my Dutch husband, who is floating around in the background here. I mostly make vlogs now about book and publishing stuff, but I always film whenever we travel. I did just upload the travel day, which will be last week's vlog, where we went from the Netherlands through Belgium, Luxembourg, France, Germany, Switzerland, and down to Italy. So if you want to go check that out, you can, and we have loads more travel vlogs. Our favourite is probably our Tanzania honeymoon, but without further ado, we are going to head to Lake Como. Okay, we have made it to Menaggio. I had a moment of panic with the DJI. Apparently the microphone wasn't blocked or something. I don't know. Hopefully this is recording sound, but we parked in, it is a very, very small car park, so I do understand why people are saying, like, in high season there's nowhere to park and stuff, but it's like the second little level. Apparently it was about €7 for the day, which I think is quite good. We are parked in Menaggio, which is on the west side of Lake Como. We are going to attempt to get our ferry tickets now. We're going to go for the all-day ferry ticket, which I believe is €15 per person. And we're going to go from Menaggio to Bellagio, and then Bellagio to Varenna, and then Varenna back here. That is the plan. It might change, but I'm very excited. Are you excited?
So excited.
But right now we just need to find the ferry terminal so that we can get our tickets. I think Whiskey's an excited pupper as well. I don't think he knows what he's excited for, but I believe he's excited. It's a little pizzeria. This is very quaint. Although I can imagine in a couple of hours it's going to be swarming here. It is currently about 9 AM, just after 9 AM. And from like the research I did, most tourists actually come to Lake Como for the day, and they get the train up from Milan, which takes about 45 minutes apparently. And I believe that that train gets you in Varenna, which is the opposite end of the lake. So I think most people kind of do the reverse journey of what we're doing. So hopefully that means that we will avoid too many crowds. What have you found?
Smeg toaster.
A what?
Did you like those things?
Smeg toasters. I do. Oh, is it like an Italian collection? It's a Dolce & Gabbana Smeg collection. That's pretty cool actually. Looks very Italian. Are you leading?
Yes.
You know where we're going?
Yes.
Maybe? Maybe. Yeah, I think, wow, this is so pretty. Oh my goodness, this is like, it's so stunning here. Wow. I also forgot my cardigan, and I'm a little bit annoyed about it because it is not super warm yet. It's only about 17 degrees, so I'm just gonna have to channel my inner Scot and be like, this is roasting hot weather. Oh, let's not run into traffic, dog. Wow. Wow. When I was doing research on Lake Como, I was told that the ferry queues get a bit insane because you need to queue to buy tickets, and then you also need to queue for the actual ferry. So they did say it's worthwhile buying your ferry tickets online before you come. We didn't bother. So we now need to buy our ferry tickets, but it actually looks not too bad. I think if you were coming in the height of summer, it'd be a better idea to get them online. But we're also a bit early for the ferry. The ferry's at 10 past 10 and it's 9:30. But this is what the ferry terminal looks like. There's a little bit of a queue, but it's not too bad. Okay, so we have already encountered several problems. Online it did not say that you need to muzzle your dog on the ferry. Whiskey has never worn a muzzle in his life. He will be fine with it, but they refused to sell us ferry tickets until we had one for him. They sent us to one store that is sold out, and the guy was helpful, and he pointed us to this other store that I'm standing in front of. And I went in and tried to find one, and then I asked the woman, and I tried to speak in Italian, bearing in mind I've never learned Italian anything, but between my Spanish and French I can kind of get by. I asked her where they are, and she's like, oh, over there. So I go and I can't find them, and she's like, al fondo, al fondo. I'm like, okay, I'll go look. And then I was like, can you please help me? Because I cannot find them. And she's like, look, use your eyes. I have never encountered a more rude human being in my life. Genuinely. Like that, there's no excuse for that. Like, I understand people here might not like tourists, but there is no excuse to be that rude to another human being for no reason. When they're about to spend money in your store, and they're saying, excuse me, yeah, we're looking for... There's no one else in there. There was no one else in there. I was not holding her up. I was not holding up the queue. There is no one. And I've had to come out because I was so furious I was about to cry. And I've sent Paul in to see if he can help because I can't deal with people like that. So these are the rules for the dogs. I don't know if you can really see that, but if anyone wants to pause to read and you're thinking about coming, that's what you gotta do. Grazie. Grazie, buongiorno. Alright, time to get on the boat. It looks hella busy already. You ready to go on the boat?
Yes.
Grazie. Grazie. Grazie, buona giornata. God, that sun's bright. I can't see anything. Probably. So what would you rate the Lake Como ferry service out of 10?
4.
Oh, I would have gone even lower. That was disorganized mess. But we made it.
The thing is, like, with the intercom, they only speak. No, they did a little bit of the...
No, they did do it in English, and I don't even expect them to speak English, but like, it was saying Pier 2 for Bellagio, and then they moved us all to Pier 1. But anyway, whatever, we made it. We're here, and I think the plan is to find somewhere that we can have a little coffee and a little chill and explore. Basically, we don't actually have like any fixed plans. There's one place I would really like to have lunch in, Varenna, but for the rest of it we're really just mooching. One thing I will say though is getting the ferries is a very cost-effective way to actually see the lake, because renting a boat is going to cost you anywhere between like 100 to 250 euros, whereas a single ferry ticket is only about €3.50. We paid 15 euros for a day pass, so it's a budget-friendly way to see, like, get out on the water and see the lake. You want to go somewhere like this for coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a little bit quieter, but you can still see the water. Or do you want to walk a little bit further on still?
No.
No? You want a coffee? Okay, baby. Very, very pretty surroundings though. Okay, time for a little coffee. That's yeah, but you're in Italy, so you know it's a proper espresso. And I have a delicious looking cappuccino. And Paul has a little, one gulp and done.
Yes.
One gulp and why do you look so attractive? You still need to eat your pain au chocolat. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch. Time for an Italian cappuccino. That is quite delicious.
That's how you wanted to be dressed. Cardigan.
No, I'm good without the cardigan now. It was just initially, but when we were standing in the sun on the queue for the ferry, it was very warm. Well, those coffees were a 10 out of 10. Delicious. And now we are climbing up into the town centre via these little like side street steps. So Bellagio is famous for all of these little steep kind of step streets. They do have a specific name. I cannot remember what it is. But I feel like my husband is 5 seconds away from dragging me into a gift shop. Potentially. He does love a gift shop. It is very charming. I'll say that. Hey, what are you angling for? A keychain. They are very like distinctive. But you said you wanted the anchor. Why not the turtle? The turtle's nice. It is so quaint and pretty here. Oh, this is pretty. Look at that. Wow. I think this is potentially the basilica. Is this, you saw the photo of the basilica. Is this the basilica?
That's some photo.
We're gonna see if we can take dogs inside. Otherwise we'll do a switcheroo. Nice little fountain. Okay, so we are walking away from the basilica to...
Want to eat things?
Oh, you're having a snack. Okay. No, you need to take your pancakes. Okay, that's
These are
fine.
my pancakes.
They're your pancakes, yes. I have little pancakes. But we're walking now to... Apparently there's like a lookout point because Bellagio is the village that's right like in the middle of the lake. Because you've got 3 branches, kind of like a wishbone shape. And Bellagio is like right in the middle, so apparently there's a lookout point where you can see all 3 points of the lake, so that's where we're heading to now. It is beautiful around here though, isn't it? It's got like a lot of charm. Reminds me a lot of the south of France. Does it remind you of that too? Yeah. For those of you who don't know, I lived in the south of France for 3 years and Paul's dad lives in the south of France because Paul's half French, so we've spent a lot of time down there and it's giving similar vibes. I'd say also like similar vibes to the fact that there's like so many walls and private residences and expense in beautiful surroundings. It's like the vibe that residential, not necessarily Nice, but like what, Cap d'Antibes maybe, similar, or Juan le Pin, something like that. I wonder how much a house here costs. What do you think? Like these houses? What a beautiful viewpoint. Look at this. Again, I don't even know if the camera is doing this justice, but that is stunning. Look at that. That is beautiful. Whiskey's having a cheeky peek. Are you having a cheeky peek? Yeah, but are you having a cheeky peek? Yeah. Good boy. So this is the point where you can see all 3 branches of the lake apparently. So I think down here is one branch. Oh, he's jumping up. Down here is one branch. Then obviously you have up this way is another. And then down on this side is the last one. How beautiful. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. Paul's letting Whiskey have a little dip to cool himself down and I'm just blocking this edge of the camera with my finger because there's people sunbathing on the beach and I don't want to film them. But cutie pie! Oh, he's having a little drink in Lake Como. That's good. I would say that is definitely worth a walk down. Mm-hmm. It's literally like a 5-minute walk from the town centre of Bellagio.
You can wet your little feet.
You can actually go in the lake. and it's a beautiful viewpoint, and I think we're going to notice that as the day goes on it's going to get significantly busier in all of these little villages, so if possible get here early and then it'll be more comfortable to like walk around and stuff. But yeah, I really like that. It had a beautiful view of all the mountains. But now we're heading back into the town centre and we're going to catch the ferry to Varenna, and we're going to try and have lunch there at somewhere called Bar Il Molo, which came very highly recommended online, but I'm expecting it to be quite busy, so we might have a bit of a wait there. And the ferry to Varenna takes 25 minutes. So the ferry from Menaggio to Bellagio was only 15 minutes.
Menaggio to Bellagio.
Yeah, that's what we did this
From?
morning.
Oh, where does it start?
Menaggio
Bellagio.
to Bellagio. And now we're doing Bellagio to Varenna.
Varenna.
Yes. I was saying to Paul earlier over coffee, I really like Italian words. I like how they feel in your mouth. They have a nice cadence to them. I feel like most people right now are kind of sticking around the town centre area, and it's 11:45 at the moment. If this is what it is like in low season, I dread to think what it is like in high season. Okay, we have made it off of the ferry to Varenna, but yeah, the ferries are the budget-friendly option, but my goodness, they are a nightmare to navigate. The ferry was late, there's just so many people getting on and off, like it takes forever, you're waiting in the sun, then you're packed on like sardines. To be fair, I'm dealing with it better than Paul is. He's massively struggling, he's not a fan of public transport, but we are now walking around to Bar Il Molo. Hopefully there's not too much of a wait for food, and we can grab something nice to eat. Okay, we have made it in to a table, and there is quite an extensive menu. So they have all like the kind of classic Italian things, they have some more international things, obviously they have pasta and pizza. I think I'm gonna go for a pasta, to be honest, but they have a lot of fresh salads, fish, etc. as well. It's a very, very extensive menu. Then their desserts, they even do cocktails. Okay. I see a lot of people drinking Aperol Spritz over there. We are seated like right at the back of the terrace. I had been hoping that we would get a seat right beside the lake so I'd get like some videos and pictures like overlooking the lake, but it's okay. Like at least we have a seat, we didn't wait too long, and we can get some nice food. What are you thinking you're gonna get? Pasta?
Grilled Berlin sirloin steak.
I'm just going to do a quick panorama because I don't want to film too many people for too long, but a beautiful view.
Yes. Okay, that meal, stunning. I had the bolognese, I said it's an 8 out of 10. There's nothing wrong with it, it was just a very good bolognese. Paul said his steak was also an 8 out of 10, but the bruschetta is maybe the best bruschetta I think I've ever had in my life. Like, the tomatoes were so fresh. If you're ever in Varenna, come here to eat. It was delicious. So it's very good to know that when you come here, you're not just paying for the view. Are you having a little coffee before we head off? Yes.
And then we're going to head off in search of an ice cream, maybe? Sounds good.
Where's the dog?
The dog is asleep, actually. He's been a very good boy. He has been a very good boy the entire time. Do you want me to give him this piece of steak? Good boy. Because you're such a good boy lying there. Good job. Good job. Okay, lunch has been had, and now we are exploring Varenna. No idea where we're going. Very old-looking walls. Let's see. Whiskey's leading the way. Where have we emerged? At a little square. A little town square. A little church over there. Let's go up this way. Both of us are so out of breath. Lovely little church. Look at that. That is very pretty. That's where I want to go. It's that way.
What?
That way.
Il poso.
So we are here. Voi siete qui? At the church. Lots of things to see. Okay, we're gonna walk up this road to see these two villas, and then we're gonna walk down, visit the bookstore, and then go back to the ferry. Oh, I think the first villa might be a hotel though. I don't know if you can actually see it. So apparently in these gardens, it's a very, very famous photo that lots of people come to Lake Como to get. I'm not super fussed about getting this picture. I think it would have been cool to walk through the gardens, but we are coming back to Lake Como on Friday and we've booked tickets to go into the Star Wars villa. I don't think I've even mentioned that yet on this vlog. So I think it's, what's the Star Wars villa called again? Villa Balbianello. It's probably completely wrong. But we have already booked to go in the gardens there on Friday, so I think that'll be really, really fun. So I'm going to put that in with this vlog, so it's going to be a big Lake Como vlog. So yeah, I guess just keep watching and you guys will be able to see. We're going down a secret passage. We have no idea where this leads.
Romantic view.
As a romantic view? Oh no, I need to turn around then. This is what my mum would call a mystery tour. Although this is going to be a nightmare to climb back up, to be honest. Very steep. Anyone planning on coming to Lake Como, it is not very accessible and it is extremely steep. Film over the hedge. See if my camera sees anything I can't. Potentially. See if this can see anything. Okay, I feel like we're getting somewhere now. Oh, you can see the villa up on the hill actually. That's pretty. What is this? Ooh. Come out at the lake. Okay, this is something. The architecture is pretty cool, to be honest, like all the walls and stuff. But yeah, I think this is just like a public footpath that is underneath where the villas are, because the villas are kind of behind this wall and on the other side of that. This is very, very pretty. I think Paul's gonna let Whiskey off for a swim as well, just to cool him down a little bit. There he goes. There he goes. Yeah, it's about 25 degrees today, so it is maybe a tad too warm for him. We're trying to keep him in the shade as much as possible and let him kind of go in the water where we can, and he's doing really, really well. So how is your gelato?
Yummy.
Yeah, they just finished making the stracciatella. Like, it looks so good. Delicious. So creamy.
Yeah. What did you
got
get?
Strawberry and passion fruit.
Oh.
But this is lactose free, which is one of the reasons why I got it. And it's a sorbet instead of a cream, but it's so smooth. Delicious.
Mmm. Looks good.
It is very good.
Lekker. Mmm. So lekker, hè?
The passion fruit, the strawberry's nice, but the passion fruit is so good. I feel like I'm doing that really annoying, like, influencer-y, my god, but I just tasted Paul's vanilla. That's maybe the best vanilla ice cream I've ever tasted in my life. It tastes like custard. It tastes like frozen custard. It's so good. Wow. What's this place called? Yeah, no word of a lie, that gelato was like an infinity out of 10, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. It was so, so delicious. Like, I'm not even the biggest ice cream person. Anyone who knows me will tell you that. My mum is. My mum loves ice cream. But yeah, that was like, if we could have ice cream like that every night, I would. That was so delicious.
So delicious.
It really was.
You know what we should do now to commemorate this?
What?
Get a little gift shop.
A gift shop, yes. You definitely need a gift shop. I think you deserve one. I'll cheer you up before you have to get back on the ferry. Exactly. And I think we're going to try and find the bookshop, which I think is maybe... Are we going the right way? I don't know if we're going the right way. Okay, I don't think it's a bookshop. I think it's a mistranslation. I think it's a gift shop. So, do you want to have a look? You love a gift shop. I don't mind waiting with the dog, no? Okay.
Changed man.
You're changed.
Come.
We go back to the ferry now.
Sure.
Did we have anything else planned? There are some nice magnets. If you're into magnets, they have some out here. My mum would be all over this like a rash.
We're gonna leave and then we're gonna have to come
Back
back
on the
and then.
ferry.
Are you really giving me a hard time right now?
Okay, it is now 2 days later. Yesterday we spent the day here at the B&B, going back and forth across to the lake here. We went for a swim, the dog went for a swim. I read all of my book from cover to cover. I read Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I finished it at like 9 p.m. and I was sobbing. It was fantastic. Lesbian astronauts in the 80s. Go read it. It was amazing. However, last night at 10:30, we had a massive thunderstorm come through, which is not a problem for us. Whiskey hates thunder. And he was trembling and panting. And I did mention in our travel vlog, the reason why we're in Italy and not in Canada right now is because neither me or Paul wanted to leave Whiskey for a prolonged period of time after he had seizures at the beginning of the year, which we believe was either a gluten allergy, so now he doesn't eat gluten, or a reaction to stress because of all the fireworks at New Year, which wouldn't really explain the seizure in April. Basically, the vet has no idea. But we know that stress and tiredness exacerbates it. So we did everything last night. Like, he was in bed with us, we tried like a compression blanket, we tried calming noise, like we tried distraction techniques by playing with him. And yeah, he was just hating his life. He ended up in the bathroom, like under the toilet. And it doesn't help that we don't travel with his crate. His crate is like his safe space. So anytime we're at home and there's a thunderstorm, which isn't very often in the Netherlands, or if there's fireworks, he always goes into his crate because he feels safe there. And he was just searching for a place to be last night. But it only lasted for about an hour, but it was very loud. But he seems okay this morning. We're all just a little bit tired because Paul stayed up a bit later with him. I didn't get to bed until about midnight. But we're going to have a great day today. We are going back to Lake Como. We are going to Lenno, which is where the Villa Balbianello is. I believe I'm saying that correctly. If I'm not, I do apologize. Again, it's the Star Wars villa, aka Naboo. I believe James Bond was also filmed there. You are allowed into the grounds with a dog, so we do only have tickets for the gardens, but the gardens is kind of what people go there for anyway, like the view out across the lake. So we're going there. Our appointment is at 12. It's currently just about 10 o'clock. And I think maybe Paul also wants to rent a boat today. So we'll see what happens after the villa, but the villa is our main event, and obviously you guys are coming with us. You can I've just looked at myself in the viewfinder, and you can definitely tell that I'm tired because of these horrendous eye bags. I've been trying not to wear too much makeup on this trip, as you will have seen in the last vlog. I think I'd done my eyebrows and had some lip balm on, and that was it. And today I've also gone very makeup light. Again, eyebrows are done. I do have mascara on today, just because I'm so tired. But yeah, this tinted moisturizer is not doing much, but you know what, I'm too old to be concerned about it. So we knew the parking situation wasn't going to be great. There is actually a decent amount of parking outside of the villa. The only issue obviously is that there are so many people who come to visit, and it's currently 11:15, so all of the spots are taken, and everywhere around Lake Como is like small little villages. So yeah, there's not a huge amount of parking, so we have come up the hill a little bit to find just like free residential kind of local parking. So now we are just walking down. There's a little dog, he'll get annoyed. He's cute. So now we are just walking down to the villa, and hopefully we'll be there on time, I guess. You look so good today, it's not fair.
Today?
I mean every day, but like extra good today. There does seem to be some sort of queue up ahead though. I don't know what that's all about.
Excited.
Oh, shut up. Why do you have it in your head that I love a queue? So the queue is only if you haven't bought tickets yet. So we didn't have to queue. So if you want to avoid that, get your tickets online before you go. And again, we only paid for the garden tickets, which were €14 each, which I think is pretty good. Like for Lake Como, I think that's pretty decent. Okay, I'm about to preface this by saying I only watched Star Wars for the first time at the end of last year. And the shot from the movie that is in this is when Anakin and Padme are on Naboo. And the prequels are actually my 3 favourites. I watched the 3 originals and the 3 prequels. And honestly, if Star Wars had been sold to me as a love story in space, I would have watched it way sooner. The villa's also been in James Bond, and I haven't seen any of those movies. Have you seen James Bond?
James Bond?
Because you've seen Star Wars, right?
No.
You've not seen Star Wars. Okay, well, we're just going for a nice day out at a nice villa.
Yeah, exactly.
It is like an iconic thing to do when you're here though, to be honest. Okay, this view from this villa is about to be absolutely breathtaking, but that was quite the hill. Online it does say it's a 25-minute climb. I'd say that's more like a 10-15 minute climb, but it is extremely steep. I didn't see any information about accessibility for disabled people. I would hope that they have like a golf cart or something that like goes from down there. Don't take my word on that. I do remember a disabled page on the website, so maybe there's more information there. But like for instance, my mum would never in a million years be able to do that. But I'm sure that they have things in place for it. I would hope so at least. What was it you were saying, babe? That the climb gave more Jurassic Park vibes than Star Wars? Do you think there will be a gift shop that you can visit?
Yes, they'll have laser swords.
Laser swords? Do you mean lightsabers?
No.
And we have made it, just like that. To be honest, it was a very smooth entry. Wasn't it? A very smooth entry with the scanning of the tickets. I was worried it would be like a bit busy, but alright, let's see what's going on. This is very pretty. Okay, we did one of the little bit of a photo shoot up there, and there was a couple who had just gotten engaged, and I did some quick photos for them, and I really hope that they like them. I hope they turned out well. I did my best, guys. But now we're heading down to like the iconic Star Wars shoot. What?
Their story is going to be like, oh, we met this like photographer on holiday.
I'm not a photographer. Not a photographer. But I did quickly switch the camera to portrait mode and fix their angles, but I hope it was good. I think we need to go all the way down here. It's very beautiful here. Like, the trees are so stunning. Like, the architecture. Oh my goodness, look at like the... Babe, look at the wall of the cliff. That's stunning. Oh my goodness. What I will say is that everyone's being very respectful about taking photos, which I really appreciate. Like, everyone knows that everyone wants like the iconic shots, so people are just like hanging back and waiting and letting people have their time, which is really, really nice, and like helping each other out. So I like that. Kindness and empathy goes a long way. This view is absolutely breathtaking. Like, oh my goodness gracious me. Okay, we are at the classic Anakin and Padme spot. Okay, we have come down to the bottom level of the villa now, and I'm going to give you guys a proper panorama because this is absolutely stunning. It's obviously a lot of people taking pictures, myself included, so I'm trying not to get too many people's faces in. But this is the famous Naboo tree, I think. I feel like I've seen this in Star Wars, I don't know. But the photo spot is up a level. I'm really enjoying this tree. Where's the driver? He's enjoying looking at the lake. This tree is like a giant umbrella. I'm a big fan. I'm a very big fan of this tree. I like it. Are you enjoying your visit to the villa, babe?
Yes.
I think we're both getting a little bit hungry now.
Yes.
So we might be calling it a day. Although, to be honest, I think we've seen all the gardens.
Well, it would be nice if we were on the boat here, that we could come and see it from the other side.
It would be something. I do have my seasickness tablet with me.
Okay.
Because I get, for anyone who is new to the vlogs, I get incredibly seasick. What? Is he poking his... Hi, Whiskey!
Hey!
Whiskey, what you doing? What you looking at? So as you can see, we have left the villa and we are now walking down to the lakefront in Lenno because I've managed to find us a little restaurant for lunch because we're cutting it a bit close. It's almost 2 o'clock and most places here close for lunch at 2 and like don't reopen until about 6 or 7. But I think because this place is on the lakefront, it stays open all day. We're gonna have some pizza and pasta, babe. Pizza and pasta. And look, there's a gelateria right on the corner for afterwards. How wonderful. I think it's gonna rain. Look how stunning this is. Oh my goodness. Wow. This view is stunning. Yeah, this is where I want to eat, babe. So I think this is where we're gonna go. Il Golfo. Let's hope it looks like they have tables. Yeah, let's maybe stay away. Yeah, on the corner is good. Food has arrived. I went for the bolognese and Paul went for the diavola, so pepperoni pizza. Delicious. That pasta was delicious. It tasted so good. I demolished it. I ate every single bit. How was your pizza?
It's nice.
Was it good pizza?
It's good pizza.
Good pizza? Excellent. We've both ordered a coffee, espresso for Paul, and I've ordered another cappuccino because the one I had in Bellagio was so smooth and so delicious. I want to see if that was like a one-off or if that's what all Italian cappuccinos taste like. Because I don't usually like the foam on a cappuccino. For anyone else who likes coffee like I do, you'll know what I mean. But that was delicious, so we will see. Okay, I can confirm it was not a one-off, and cappuccinos really are just that smooth in Italy. How am I ever going to go back to Dutch coffee after this? Time for ice cream. Ice cream time! You didn't want to get in the queue? That's not allowed? What do you want?
I want ice cream.
Okay, I'll pick for you. You want stracciatella and I'll surprise you. Go put them in the water. Ooh, what is this? This is cool.
Frosty? Yeah. Cioccolato bianco and lampone? Grazie. So I had to do some quick damage control when we came out because it was melting, but I got raspberry and white chocolate and it's delicious, and whiskey is doing something. I don't know if he's decided that he wants to swim or if he's just
He
gonna...
wants to bite the wooden boards.
Oh. What you doing, Babs? He's entertaining the crowd though. Oh, in the snout. In the snout. So I think this is going to be the end of our Lake Como vlog. So thank you all so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I had a good time too. What was your favorite thing we did at Lake Como? Eat. That was up there for me as well.
With a view, eating with a view.
Eating
and
with a view.
the villa over there somewhere.
Yeah, the villa was incredible.
And watching my dog swim.
Yes, he's been loving his life. But we're just going to head back to the B&B now, grab some food to make for dinner and chill the rest of the night, I think. And I'm happy that I got to experience it with you.
Aww. I love you, first wife.
I love you, soon to be late husband. And on that note, goodbye. So as you guys can see, we are back at the B&B. Thoughts on Lake Como? Absolutely beautiful. Definitely worth a visit. There are some things I would potentially do differently. I'm really glad that we went to Bellagio and Varenna. I think they're definite must-sees if you are going to Lake Como. I still do think that the ferry is the best budget-friendly option. Just be very aware of how busy it gets and how chaotic. Like, I'm sure you saw it on the vlog. I would say, if possible, like, do what we did and take the earliest ferry you can. Paul's not much of a morning person. I wouldn't have minded going for an even earlier ferry, because then we would have also then got an earlier ferry to Varenna. Like, the later you wait, the busier it's going to get. And I would also say stand close to like the entrance on the ferry, because then even though you're waiting for everyone to get on, you'll still be one of the first off, because it can take a very long time. Like, those ferries hold a lot of people. I do feel like getting the day pass was a good option. I believe the price per ferry ticket per person is something around €5 something. So it does save you a very tiny amount of money, because it's €15 per person for the day ticket. But it saves you the hassle of queuing for tickets every time. So I think that was a good thing that we did. You can pay for private water taxis. If you're really pushed for time and you have the budget, maybe go for that. Because again, I do think it's a great way to see the lake from the lake. But because the ferries are so busy, you're not always guaranteed like a good spot on the ferry to even be able to see outside, especially on the later ferries. Barrio Molo that we went to, fantastic, would highly, highly, highly recommend. The gelateria that we went to in Varenna as well, I would highly recommend that. I did see online somewhere that they said if you want the best gelato, don't go to the places that like pile it up and you can see the gelato. Like, go to the places where they cover it up. And I can say that we went to that one today and one in Varenna, and they were fantastic. Like, best gelato I've ever had. The one we had today was also fantastic as well. And I would really, really recommend going to the villa today. I think it was a great way to see something different on the lake. Obviously it has like that little bit of extra specialness from being out of the movies, but it did give you an excellent view of the lake. And if you're celebrating a special occasion, like we saw people get engaged, there were people taking their wedding photos, there were people who were taking photos to announce a pregnancy. Like, it's just a beautiful setting if you want some special photos. And then I would just recommend like walking around. Like, we found what felt like a little hidden gem in Lenno before we left today, like just that little bit around by the lakeside where we had lunch and then our ice cream. Like, it was just absolutely beautiful. So I would really, really recommend visiting, but definitely I would say do research prior. Like, now obviously we know about the muzzling of the dogs. For the ferry, you don't need to actually muzzle them, you just need to have one. You need a fixed leash, which we had. So there's lots of different rules. I will say though, the villa today was much more dog friendly. They were literally just like, as long as your dog's on a leash, you can come in the gardens. And that was really, really nice. And I think Whiskey basically got petted by every single person there, which was lovely. So yeah, I really, really hope you guys have enjoyed watching this vlog. I'm pretty sure it's going to be like a long bumper vlog. So if you're still watching here by the end, please leave me a comment and let me know what you would be most likely to want to do in Lake Como. What was your favorite part? If you have been here before, please leave me a comment. If you are watching this because you are planning to go to Lake Como, let me know if you have any questions. And yeah, we have 2 more days here, and I think we're going to take it pretty chill, probably go swimming in the lake, maybe rent a boat. I don't think I'm going to be vlogging those last 2 days, but I am going to be vlogging our travel back to the Netherlands, because we are going to be stopping, I think, in Lucerne in Switzerland, and maybe somewhere else at some point as well. But it's always guaranteed to be fun. And there's no one else I'd rather be doing it with.
Aww, I love you.
I love you too. Yeah, he's playing a Switch in the background. But now I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna get into some comfies, and we're gonna chill for the rest of the evening. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. It really does mean the world. And I'll see you all next Sunday. Bye.